Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and this is your reading Divine Masculine for the next couple of days. Um, your regular energy check, guys, and we'll see what's happening in your part of the story. Divine Masculine in this twin flame connection of all zodiac signs. And let's delve into this reading. Let's call upon our divine guide, angel, ancestor, my spirit guide, and let's call out for three major energy here during this portion in time from the 17th of December until the next week, okay, or 10 days. So let's see what we get here. Divine Masculine. Let's call upon a divine guide, angel ancestor, my spirit guide, and my divine source into this reading for you. Okay, let's call out for three major energy here to see what's going on with your energy part of the story, what kind of energy situation is hovering around you, and we'll take it from there. Can I have three cards, please? Three major energy here for the divine masculine of all zodiac signs. Okay, this one is trying to come out. Can I have two more, please? Can I get two more cards? Okay, there we go. All right, let's see here. The bottom of the deck calls for great gratitude or consciousness. So there is a change in your consciousness with regards to the divine feminine. It's more what I'm getting. There is something about the whole situation that you are starting to understand, or you have already understood, but you're recognizing it, you're acknowledging it, you are giving it importance, right? Something about her that you are coming to terms with. It's more so your acknowledgement that there is a deep sense of feeling of gratitude in yourself with her energy, right? There is a very deep conscious energy. See the loving man and great gratitude, great achievement. Yeah. Intuition and manifestation. Yeah. Intuitively, guys, you are recognizing the woman that she is, or you have started to not only recognize, but it's a great achievement. This is something that you want something good to happen now. Basically, that's what I'm getting, right? You want something good to happen. It's something, something in the offing that you are thinking. You're intuitively working on that energy more so. But at the same time, you are feeling not only in love, not just emotionally connected, but emotionally connected with a sense of gratitude. That something about her is changing you or changing your persona, right? Something that you have started to understand in yourself, that if she had not been there in your life, divine masculine, you perhaps had been a very different person. Now, don't take it in the wrong way. It's not that you were a bad person or that you are becoming a good person. No, 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 no. But it's more to do with your emotions, right? Where you are coming in contact with something towards this energy that is building up in you, a sense of gratitude, which is where emotions is connected. So something in the story is where you're feeling, you know, that sense that if she had not been a part of your life in whatever shape and form, you perhaps would not have been able to connect with people or even with yourself emotionally, to understand yourself better. Because sometimes in life, what happens is that emotions are dried up. Even if you have emotions, you're scared of showing it, you're scared of letting it out. But because of her, you're coming to your understanding that there is a sense of deep emotional gratitude that you are starting to feel about the divine feminine. You're recognizing it, you're acknowledging it, you're understanding that situation more so. Okay. Now, with this, you get transformation. So, this is a cycle. Again, this is a cycle that is a soul evolution. It's not something that you perhaps will tell people or you will want to project, but she has brought in some kind of transformation in your life, in whatever shape and form, right? Where your consciousness is opening up, and she has been opening it up for you. She's making you see things from a different perspective. And you don't have to talk about it. You don't have to yell about it. But it is within you that that if this great gratitude, that if she hadn't been here for you, right? Visible or invisible figure, doesn't matter. Proximity or no proximity, but if she had not been there as a part of your life, this optimism that she has projected towards this change, right? Because she is herself very optimistic as a person, and the transformation of that optimism is more because of her, that you're realizing, where all of a sudden your intention is that you need to know more, you need to find out more, where it could be possible that you had kept your mind closed about a lot of situations in your life, right? Your intention was different, but because of her contribution, your intention within yourself, is changing. You want to know more, you want to find out more. You have just started your work on discovering more things in life, maybe learning about more things in life, learning to value the right quality of people, learning to value the right stuff, right? So this is where the deep gratitude or the great gratitude is kind of telling me, guys, that you are recognizing her effort in your life. Her effort. Like I said, everybody has some kind of an effort that you put in, right? So sometimes that effort is lost if you don't recognize that effort. But here it is telling me that because of her, your intention towards certain situations in your own personal life is changing, where like I said, your intention is now to find out more, to find more knowledge, to find more good stuff. Learning to recognize, what is good for you, what is bad for you, right? Learning to find that glitter in your life once again. So, something about this whole situation is changing your intention towards people, situations, life in general, is more what I'm getting, guys. Okay. Now we'll move into the reading. Let's look at the transformation. And this transformation is a cycle that she has introduced, where she probably has crossed through a lot of difficult situation in her life, but she has kept her optimism very high. She's been a very optimistic person or personality, right? And that is how she has evolved in her own domain as well. Please talk to me about the transformation. So this is what I'm getting, guys, is that you are learning to recognize what she is and what she has been in your life as a figure, who has managed to open up your eyes, your intention, where you will start looking at things from in a different way, more so I'm getting, right? Learning to understand situations better, learning to understand where you have gone wrong, what is that discovery that you are making that needs correction here, whatever that situation could be for you, Divine Masculine. But you are set on a path of discovery towards your own happiness. Could be that too for some of you, right? And that optimism is floating down is because of her. She has projected her optimism in her life. She has never cowed down because of changes or because of hardships or because of anything in her life, but that she has always moved forward, right? She has always moved forward. She has learned to recognize that the cycle of life is a constant change, right? And that you need to adapt, adopt, be flexible. And how do you do that? It's only when you are optimistic. That you know that you are flexible, you're optimistic, you can deal with challenges, whatever those challenges could be in your life. Please talk to me about the optimism. So this is an energy that is coming because of her. It's because of her that is motivating you to understand that life doesn't stop in one place, or that life is not something where you put your own limitations and you don't want to be flexible with new things in life, right? Because new things in life, new situation, it's a constant evolvement of human race. If you look at yourself, you probably have changed so many so many situations of your own. The place you were born, you are no longer there, right? Your parents, the people you were connected with, they are probably not there with you anymore as, when you were when you were a child. So now you have grown up, you are an adult, you are learning to understand, things from a different perspective. So life is all about that constant change. Now, intention should be that you should be flexible. You should be able to adapt yourself to new situations, to new people, to learning new things, uncovering new truth in life, right? That is how human beings evolve. People grow. Please talk to me about the discovery. So you're learning to understand that if you keep your mind closed and you're not optimistic and you are negative, you have that negative persona in you. Oh, nothing will happen. I will not be able to do it. I cannot do it. If you think like that, then obviously uh, you won't be able to be you won't be able to grow, you know. So this is where that situation you're learning to understand in your life, where and how you have gone wrong in your own situation. Divine masculine, the bottom is the high priestess. This is your inner knowing, your subconscious state, right? um, the six of pentacle, the three of cups, the two of pentacle. Yeah, you know that you have not been able to balance a situation in your life that involves a third party kind of a situation here, right? And you have not been able to balance that give and take with that situation either. Because to me, it looks like that this third party situation has been taking more from your life than you would have wanted them to take, right? Whoever it is in your life, your friends, your relatives, your co-worker, anybody, right? And you have been giving, reason being that you thought that they will bring in joy and happiness in your life. So some of you could have been giving a lot of money in return for some happiness. Some of you could have been investing a lot of emotions in return for happiness. Some of you could have been giving a lot of time in return for some amount of attentive attention and happiness, right? And this is where you have been juggling with the situation, because every time you give, maybe you're not getting back. Again, you juggle and you say, okay, you have not been able to probably do justice before, so you juggle once more in order to give more, thinking that, okay, maybe last time you haven't done it well, you haven't done it right. So this time around, you are juggling to give more time and attention, money, emotions, whatever that story could be, in order to bring back some amount of happiness in your life. So this is where your inner knowing is coming to. You're understanding this situation, and this could be your divine feminine, that this is why she's silent, because she has observed you doing this. She knows that you haven't done yourself any kind of justice, because your attention, your energy, your time, your emotion had been given to people with whom you may have some connection emotionally, but you wanted that emotional connection to grow. So you have been giving and giving, thinking that, oh, this time around, maybe I'm getting a little less or I'm not getting at all, but next time I'll get more. So again, you juggle, again you juggle, and then you start again doing the same story. Again, you start repeating your same action. So you are not, and this is what she knows, right? And this is what she knows about you. And you know that too. This is your subconscious state as well, that you recognize your fault as well, that she knows about it. And you know that she knows it, right? You know that she knows it. So this is where the situation is coming to, right? So with transformation, you're getting the Queen of Wands, the Moon, and the Four of Cups, right? So now the thing is, again, your subconscious, your inner knowing, you know that she's not happy, okay? As the Queen of Wands, she's very stubborn right now. She's not, she has kind of disconnected herself from any kind of emotional attachment with you, and you have been probably trying to coerce some kind of emotion in her life that she's rejecting, she's not taking at this point in time. Because again, this could be because she's scared of the whole situation being repeated again, that she feels that, oh, this time around you're going to come to her and you're going to offer her the cup. And again, the next moment, you're going to juggle and go back to your old pattern, right? So she is being very stubborn. She's not disclosing why she's unhappy. That's also what I'm getting. She's not letting you really know about that situation, but you know that she has disconnected herself from all kind of offer that you are probably trying to bring into her life emotionally, right? Emotionally. And that's because, again, she could be going through a transformation, right? She could be going through a transformation because this is where she's understanding that she doesn't want to repeat any pattern of her earlier cycle with you anymore. So she could be also going through some kind of transformation where she doesn't want to be a part of that old pattern, right? Where she has got hurt, where she felt neglected, where she felt abused emotionally, right? So as the Queen of Wands, she's very clear about the situation. She's very clear, and she doesn't want to, it's all in her subconscious too, right? It's all in her subconscious because, like I said, she's gone through that period, as I explained, right? She's gone through that period where she hasn't spoken to you about it. And even today, she's not disclosing the whole thing. But internally, she could be changing her whole attitude towards the story as well. Please talk to me about the Queen of Wands. And you are coming to realize that, Divine Masculine, that all your emotional offer is not really working for her. She's not accepting anything from you. She's not accepting anything from you. Yeah. See, she's changing. There is a cyclical cycle in her life. Her vision is very clear. Right? Her vision is very clear with the eagle. She knows whatever has happened in the past, in the present, and will happen in the future, she can clearly understand the whole situation now. Right? And that is where her vision is very clear. So she wants you to challenge her status quo because she's stubborn. She's not moving. And the problem is that she is not accepting anything from you at this point. Neither is she talking about it. She probably is hiding her own fear at this point, right? She is scared of this whole situation because she can see things more clearly. Maybe she is waiting for a new opportunity in her life. She's building up some kind of new perspective, some new hope in her life, right? So she could be going through that transformation, and you know that. You know that. Please talk to me about the moon, right? And this is where you are feeling that energy, right? Where you could be, like I said, you could be moving towards her with some kind of an emotional offer, but she's not accepting. So with the moon, guys, you get the letter, right? So there could be some kind of what they are saying is that it's time for you to communicate with her, maybe, right? It's time because, see, the thing is that unless you talk to her or unless you can communicate with her, maybe she's waiting for some information that you are not aware of, right? But it's time for you to talk to her. Yeah, the mice. Because her energy right now is that she's not feeling good about this whole situation, right? Where maybe earlier communication has tired her out, right? And she's feeling restless she's anxious, she's worried, She's tired, she's stressed about this whole situation, and where a lot of things are still in hiding between the two of you. Yeah, ring, right? With this commitment. She's tired of this situation with this commitment. Maybe she wants a closure. Either she wants a closure or she wants a new partnership here. But she wants a cycle to change, right? To the Empress. She wants the cycle to change. She wants to bring back her own happiness, her own pleasure, her own abundance, right? But again, she's not telling you. She's not telling you that, that how tired she is about the whole situation and whatever has happened before, with regards to that story. Maybe it's time to clear that story up, because the story, until it's cleared up between the two of you, will not move. Because she's changing her own situation, and this entire situation is because she can clearly see the past. She's looking at her present situation, and then she's thinking about her future, right? Of whether at all this relationship will work. So either she needs a promise that this relationship will move forward, or she wants a closure, so that she can bring her own abundance back in her life, is also what I'm getting, guys, right? And this is where, this is the High Priestess. This is her inner knowing. This is where she is, working on her own change of cycle in her life. That's why she is rejecting any kind of emotional attachment with you at this point in time. Please talk to me about the Four of Cups, right? That's because, like I said, she does, and there is a separation. Either she lives at a distance that you are not being able to reach her, or she has separated herself from this situation. Some of them could possibly be leaving their own place. Maybe they're going away to a distant land, or in being in isolation for some, right? Really not working towards this situation here. Please talk to me about the island here. Yeah, but there is a separation. So she could be emotionally disconnected from you at this point in time, because she is probably taking her step forward towards something that she wants to achieve. She wants to take a leap of faith towards her own destiny in life, towards her own prosperity, right? And catalyst. Yeah, that spark is there within her, that it has to come to a point of, either a promise or a closure, or else she's moving. She's taking a step out of this situation. She's going on her own direction, or in her own direction in life. Please talk to me about the transformation. And this is what you have to realize, Divine Masculine. Yeah, book. Yeah, there is a lot of things, lot of knowledge, lot of intellect, lot of memory that she has, right? Some which is still a secret to you. She hasn't told you about it. But she has a lot of education about this. She's been educated about the whole situation because she has probably gone through a whole cycle in her life, right? So this is where she's coming to, the Fool. Taking a leap of faith because she has learned, her experience is giving her that vision, that understanding. So you don't know a lot of things that she's going through, Divine Masculine, or that she is planning in herself. You don't know. She hasn't told you about the whole situation. but that she is silently changing her own direction in her life. And she's very optimistic that she can do things by herself, right? She's very optimistic because there is a lot of knowledge and intellect in her consciousness. She knows that if she wants to work towards something better in her life, she can definitely do that because she is very optimistic about her own understanding as well, right? With which you get the Eight of Pentacles, the Two of Cups, the Seven of Pentacles, and the Ace of Wands, right? So there is definitely a divine timing at work, divine masculine, that you have to now work a new direction, a plan. You have to be focused on something new in your life if you want this partnership. You have to think of a new thing, right? You have to either learn something new, you have to do something new, you have to keep your mind open towards learning something if you want this partnership to prosper. But the Seven of Pentacles is telling me that you still have to do a lot of work. It won't happen to you before a new cycle can begin, but we'll check to see. Please talk to me about the Eight of Pentacles. 1 second, guys. Please talk to me about the Eight of Pentacles. Yeah, solution, intelligence, yeah. You have to think about something. You have to find a solution to this problem, divine masculine. Elephant. Yeah, trust. You have to find something that concerns a trust issue with her. How do you bring back the trust in this relationship once again? Right? The solution, the key is there, but you have to find that key. You have to open the door to that situation here. And you have to work very hard towards finding that solution, towards this problem. Because she is very intelligent, don't forget that. So you have to match her intelligence too. Right? You have to match her intelligence too. Please talk to me about the key. So you have to find a solution here. Yeah, the Celtic knot, right? Towards this trust, towards this love, towards this unconditional love, and you have to keep working towards it, divine masculine. You have to keep working towards this divine union, the Emperor. Yeah. You have to take the lead. You have to take charge of this situation here. Please talk to me about the Two of Cups. Because this partnership is there. This energy is here. It's not disappeared from your life. But the thing over here is what they are telling you is that, here, rabbit, new beginning, is that if you want this partnership to grow, to multiply, to increase, then you have to find the solution. You have to find that solution, the Tower. Yeah. Because she could be having a lot of aggression in her. There could be a lot of anger within her, right? Where she has the desire, where she is a survivor, she wants to survive, so she doesn't want to go through this mess again. But you have to find the solution to bring things back again, to grow this relationship once more. It's not an easy job, but It is what it is. The Seven of Pentacles, right? And this is where you have to put in a lot of time and effort. The perfect timing. There you go. The divine timing is at work, right? This is what I told you. It's the perfect timing. The divine timing is at work, but you have to keep working towards it, working towards your own self-esteem, because you did have a lot of pride and ego as well. Now you have to show her that you really love her and that your love is from your heart and not from your pride and ego that you had portrayed. You have to make sure that you can show her how devoted you are towards this multiplication, towards this fertility, right? So you have to work, but this is definitely a divine time at work in here. Please talk to me about the Ace of Wands, right? Before the whole situation turns towards a new beginning, a new cycle. Yeah, before this whole situation, where peace can be returned or where peace is returned, right? Where once again you guys can start to be your old self, have fun, right? Playful, humorous, have fun, bring back that harmony and peace, where you are again a very, there is a lot of help that is given from one to the other, right? Yeah, the bouquet, harmony. Once again, until the harmony is returned, but you have to keep working. You have to find a solution to this whole situation, divine masculine, because she could be moving towards a different direction in her life, and she is optimistic about some situation in her life that she wants to move if this situation is not taken care of. Please talk to me about the optimism here. Yeah, metamorphosis, butterfly. Yeah, there is an evolution of her soul. Her soul is evolving, right? Her soul is evolving, and she is also trying to multiply her own resources in her life. She wants to reinvent herself. She's going towards a new situation. She wants to embrace a new change in her life that will generate more income, more multiply her money, her resources, her finances, right? So over here, the situation is, guys, that she's working for her own objective in life, right? So over here, if you want to change this whole situation, you have to find that solution. That is where your part of the story is coming up in here. That you have to find a solution to the whole situation, because she is moving on to a different, in a different path. Is more what I'm getting, guys. So if you want to bring back that harmony, if you want to bring back that peace, if you want this unconditional love to be alive, then you have to work hard. You have to. Yes, it's also a matter of divine timing, but then your work should continue until you reach the perfect timing when situations will come together. But until then, you have to keep working towards finding that solution here, is what I'm getting, guys. Okay, now with the discovery, so your intention could be to find that solution here, right? Your intention could be to find out how you can bring back that harmony in this relationship once again. Because you know that she is changing her whole persona here. Or it's happening. It's not that she is doing it on purpose, but it is something that she has learned that she needs to work for herself. That she has to grow, that she has to evolve, even as a human being. And that is the evolution of her soul, that, she's now open to embracing new changes in her life and away from this old relationship. So now, if you want to stop her, your intention will be to find out how you can do that. How can you stop her? What is that you need to find? What is the solution you can find in order to stop this whole process from moving out of your hands? So with this, you get the Hanged Man in the reverse and the Ace of Swords. So you are stalling a situation of telling the truth here, right? Which is what you will understand, because the devil, because again, there is a block here, right? There is a block with something, we'll find out. So you don't know, and the Page of Sword, right? There is a delay and a block in here that you want to clear. You are starting to understand that the block has to be cleared. This devil energy has to be cleared, right? But then you have to find out how you can do that. This is where the Hanged Man is in the reverse. You're not moving right away. You're stalling the situation. Please talk to me about the Hanged Man in the reverse. You are enlightened about the whole situation, or you will be enlightened about the whole situation, guys, right? The Crow, memories. You're trying to remember something of the past, or there is certain things or certain memories, that was a mystery to you before, will become clear, where you will understand, or your understanding will improve. Diamond ring. Your understanding will improve about the whole situation, what is that you can do about this? Please talk to me about the Crow. But this is a spirit card. This is a spirit animal, right? So you will be getting some kind of message, something moose, where you will probably understand that your attitude towards her at one point in time was not right. You could have been very imposing and powerful attitude over her, where you were not invested emotionally. And you were projecting too much of power and domination over her life, or her over her personality. Your personality was very powerful, that you were trying to impose upon, right? So there is something that you will understand. What is it that you have done wrong in here? Please talk to me about the moose. You will get it. You will understand. You will come to your understanding, that clarity, with the Ace of Swords, you will get a clarity of your own situation. Yeah, the birds, right? About communication, where there could have been a lot of debate over situation, where you had been very powerful and imposing over some kind of communication or a negotiation with her. Magnifying glass. So over here, they're also saying that before you open up and talk, because of the past in here, how powerful and imposing you had been, that domination, and before you start to communicate, because you could be nervous about communication at this point in time as well, you need to look and examine for more details before you eventually open up and say the truth or say something. Because you could have been, like I said, you could have been imposing a different personality over her, over this situation. You were behaving a very, your attitude was, a different. You were projecting a very cool and calm attitude, where you were not saying a lot, maybe, but you were being very imposing over that situation, where you were hiding things from her as well, right? So, this is where that communication part is, that you have to, if you want to talk, don't do it right now without examining the finer details of your words or what you need to communicate. Because there could be a debate. If you start a communication, that could end up in a debate, or it could end up in a discussion or in a negotiation, whatever that story is. But you have to understand what you have to say. What do you have to say here? Remaining very cool and composed in yourself as well. Please talk to me about the Ace of Swords, because there is a truth that you want to say, a breakthrough. Yeah, that's you, the man, right? You want to talk. You want to say the truth. You want to communicate. You want to let her know the truth. Stalemate, right? So that this situation gets moving from a stuck situation here, where communication is required for this situation to move forward, or else this will be in a very non-committal, blocked, refusing to compromise kind of a situation here, where you have to take that initiative to come to a part of the deal, or make a deal, or negotiate here. So you have to work on that clarity here. You have to work on that clarity of what you have to say, how you have to say it. Right? So you have to go back to the past. You have to understand, you have to go back to the past. You have to recollect any kind of memories, and something happened before, some situation where you guys might have communicated. What was that story? What did she tell you? What did you reply back? Bringing something out of the past and into the present to start that communication, basically, to make things a little bit more lighter, on a lighter note. You know what I mean? On a lighter note. Please talk to me about the man. So you have to, because you know that the devil energy needs to go, right? And if the devil energy has to go, then you have to start communicating. Yeah. See? Libra, the king of air. That's the king of sword energy. Then you have to be very... you have to be very balanced with your word. You have to be accommodating. You have to have some kind of harmony, balance, kindness. Be very diplomatic. That's what they're saying. That, if you have to negotiate or start a communication, you need to be diplomatic here. You need to understand, if you just bluntly say the truth, without examining the fine prints, then you won't get through to her. Then it could end with a debate, the whole situation. So if you want the situation to go towards a negotiation or a discussion, because both of you guys could be nervous at this point in time in opening up any kind of Pandora's box, or a can of worm, right? So y'all could be nervous. You could be very nervous about opening up a can of worm as well. Right? Where there was a lack of attention before, when you haven't paid attention to some kind of discussion that might have happened because you were too powerful and imposing upon what you wanted in life. That also could be a part of the story. So you have to, with the spirit card of the crow, you will get the omen, you will get some kind of sign, right? But you have to understand how to be diplomatic here. Because if you bluntly say something, right, that situation will not move, will not move. So you have to learn to understand how to strategically place your words in the right way. In the right way. Just talk to me about the devil, because this is the energy where the situation is tight. The garden, yeah. And this could be about meeting outdoors, making your relationship social, right? Which is where you could be restricted at this point in time. So, how do you do this? If there is a restriction over the situation that you cannot yet make the situation public, so how do you handle that situation here? What do you say to her? How do you put your words? What is the kind of discussion that needs to happen here about the situation more so, instead of a fight or a debate? Right? That is important here. So this could be a restriction at this point, that you are not being able to really bring it outdoors or tell people or let others know right away. Right? But there has to be some kind of negotiation over this situation here between you and the divine feminine. Please talk to me about the garden. Yeah, the fool. This is what do you do? How do you move past the situation? Right? How do you move past a situation where both of you can take a leap towards your own story? So what they are telling you is whatever toxicity and restriction you have been feeling about making this whole situation public, let it go. Let it go. See the owl. Right? Let the secret be lifted. Let people know about the situation between you and her. Right? Because otherwise, this whole situation is becoming an act of facade. Right? So, Spirit is saying that people can see through that facade. So it's better to let people know. So don't try to put a cover or a mask over this facade. That, oh, I don't know anything. Yeah, she is there. That kind of a situation. But yet you are not telling people. You're feeling restricted. But that's a facade you're putting up. You think people don't know? Many of your friends probably know, or many people in your community or group, they already know. They might not be telling you. So now it's coming to the point of you understanding that you have to embrace the unknown. You have to let people know about the situation. You cannot keep this in hiding anymore. That's what they're telling you. Please talk to me about the Page of Swords. Because over here, it also could be that somebody has been observing the situation, whoever it is, right? Or there has been a delay over this new beginning in life, a brand new creativity. You have to think about something very creative about the situation now, right? Somebody could be coming forward and giving you some ideas about something very spontaneous that you can do, or being creative about this whole situation in your life. Judgment, yeah. Where there could be a new situation, a new rebirth that's waiting to happen, right? So you have to discover that. You have to find that. You have to understand that. You have to find that creativity. You have to keep working for that solution. Let's talk to me about the child. Because this also could be that somebody is watching you, and it could be a child here as well, who could be bringing in some new fresh idea of creativity towards you as well. Yeah, tracks to help you move forward. That also could be a part of the story. Somebody younger to you who is more spontaneous and ready to help you to go that distance, right? Could be bringing in some kind of information in here. Please talk to me about the tracks. Oops. Heart. Yeah, romance. Look at this. Romance. Yeah. To go towards your desire. And look at this now. Yarn, raccoon, and woman. Because there has been a lot of complication. So somebody could be helping you out here, guys. Somebody could be here in your life who possibly could, be very intelligent, younger to you, right? And who could be very spontaneously bringing in creative ideas to help you move forward towards your romance or bliss or your heart desire. Because she, like I said, this problem, somebody over here, right? Somebody over here would be solving some kind of problem for you. Yeah, the raccoon, right? Could be very resourceful in helping you to find a solution towards this woman figure, towards her, right? So somebody could be here at this point in time going forward slightly who would be ready to help you find a way out, flood of emotions, yeah, and release all that story and bring in back the abundance. So there could be some kind of spontaneity here that will happen, which will help to release this whole situation. And this will be coming from somebody in your life, not from your end, more so. That will help you to move forward, right? Let's talk to me about the discovery here. But you have to keep working. Yeah, stars, providence. Yeah, providence. You have to rely on providence here, guys. You have to rely on providence. Yeah, coffin. From lot of loss, from lot of defeat, you have to rely on providence here as well, because that's when this whole enactment will happen from somebody here who could be your friend, could be somebody you know personally, right? But somebody over here is ready and willing to go that extra mile, right? Somebody who wants you to be happy as well, could be bringing in new spark of creative ideas into your life that helps you, right? That helps you to move forward towards your heart desire. And this is where there will be some solution, some kind of creative solution to all that complication that has built up over the years with your divine feminine. With your divine feminine, right? So, yeah, so this is where things are getting better for you, or will get better for you, provided you can follow this advice and do things in the right way, guys. And this card had fallen. I don't know where this card came from. Cloud. So there could be a lot of cloudy thoughts. Still, maybe I'm taking this card. Lot of misunderstandings that you have to rely on providence to help you clear that misunderstanding. That will be cleared, but you have to wait for that, right? You have to wait because it's a divine timing and order. So that whole situation will clear up, but you have to work towards that situation, is what they are telling you here, divine masculine. So whatever that you have not been able to do in your life, where you have been clouded, with lot of confusion, indecisions, problems, rely on your providence, that things will get better, things will fall into place, and you just have to keep working towards your own solution here. You have to keep working because there is definitely an end. The mask and the Prince of Air, right? This is the Lover's card. So there will be, there has been a lot of things in hiding. Look at this, right? There has been a lot of things in hiding from your end too. That will come to an end. That is an ending that's going to happen where the mask will be lifted out, will be taken off. Yeah, right. But at this time, please keep working, guys. Hold your patience. My thing would be to tell you is to hold your patience, to keep working on this situation and allow the divine timing to work for you as well. You will be guided in the right direction, provided you keep your faith intact. To keep your faith intact. Okay, so you have to work towards this story. It's not easy. I've never said this is easy. But then again, when things are difficult, when challenges happen, that's when situations, problems, solutions are found. So this is the time. If there is a problem, there is a solution. So there is a solution. You will have to find that solution. That will be your challenge here at this point in time, divine masculine. Right? Enjoy this reading, guys. Until I see you once again. Till then, goodbye. God bless. Khuda Hafiz and Namaste.